Hey friends, welcome to A Little of It All. My name is Taylor. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I'm so glad that you're here. If this is your first time stopping by, I would love it if you stayed a while. Be sure to subscribe and check out that description box. It's just going to tell you a little bit more about what we have going on over here. We're all about zero-based budgeting and cash stuffing, but I do love a little of it all. Happy Monday, everybody. How is everybody doing? Did everyone have a good, fun, happy, safe 4th of July? I hope your plans were so fun. I hope everyone is still in one piece. I know I have heard some horror stories from 4th of July's over the past couple of years, so I just hope everyone is doing okay and had a good 4th of July and that you ate all the best food and that you had good times with families and all that jazz. We're going to be cash stuffing today, July's first paycheck. This is my paycheck. It's a little bit more than what we normally stuff. This is a total of $2,981. I ended up getting my check in from when I did my professional development at the beginning of June, so that is exciting. Let's go ahead and jump in, guys. I have so much to tell you. We are starting with my wallet today. I am so glad to see some rollover in here. We had a great 4th of July. I think I told you guys, my mom came over. Actually, this 20 is just gonna stay in grocery and I will pull a 20 to put in rollover. Same with, this gas, I will pull this 50 to put in rollover, and then this 10 for household I'll pull to put in rollover. Well, that is lovely. Very excited to see that. My spending, though, is going to be getting a 20. So my mom came over. We did some brats on the griddle and just had a good, fun, actual day of the 4th. And then this past weekend, yesterday, actually, we went to my in-laws, and spending, I have 20, 40, 60, 65, and 70. And the whole family was there. I made potato salad. That's kind of like my thing that I bring, is like the ranch potato salad. And it was so good. We had a good time. We didn't stay all day or too long because it was so hot, but we got to see. I'm gonna put this dollar in our dollar bag. Our niece and our nephew, so that was super fun. Eating out is gonna have 5, 10, and 15. But before that, let me tell you about our craziness that we have had going on. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we had to pull money out of our emergency fund. Going out is getting a 5 as well. I have been super duper bummed about it. Going out will have 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. For several reasons, just because it's like our emergency fund and I don't want to touch it. We did not drain it. We did not drain it by any stretch of the imagination, but that was kind of like the first big goal that we had set for this year, was to get 1K in our emergency fund, and we did it, and that was super, super exciting. Drinks gets a 5, and we have 5, 10, 15, and 20 in drinks. And so you may be like, well, Taylor, that's only $1,000. You guys saved over $10,000 last year. But I feel like this year it was a little bit more, not hard earned, but last year we didn't have a house payment to make while we were saving money. So that's why we were able to save money for us personally, like we were. Toiletries gets a 20 and it has 40. This year's savings is going a lot slower than it did for us last year. So it just felt so good that we were able to meet that $1,000 goal, that we had that in the bank. Miscellaneous gets a 5. But then, we had to use it, halfway through the year. So let me just go ahead and tell you everything that has happened while we move to my husband's binder. So first things first is our lawnmower. First thing that happened was the wheel, like the front lawnmower wheel on my husband's lawnmower, busted. Like it was like a blowout type situation. Well, it took us forever because it is a little bit of an older lawnmower. Gas gets a 50. It took us forever to figure out what wheel that he needed. We ordered one, sent it back. I mean, it was like money back and forth. It was crazy. So we finally got the right wheel in, got it on, and then the same wheel, he was out mowing the grass, the same exact wheel, the whole little thing that it was attached to, like the metal part that it was attached to, broke off of the lawnmower. And it was just like, are you kidding me? So we had to then order, his spending gets a 20. The whole little metal piece that goes on the lawnmower. So we spent money on the wheel, and then we spent money on the little metal piece. So altogether, I think we have pulled from the emergency fund for the lawnmower, just the lawnmower, has been $300. So we still haven't gotten that other part in. His eating out gets a 10. So we are waiting for the little metal part to come in. His drinks gets a 5 so that he can finally mow the grass. Like, it has been a couple weeks since he has been able to mow the grass. His toiletries gets a 10. And so we are just like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, it looks like a jungle. Our neighbors probably think that we don't care about anything, but we do. It's just like all of the bad luck has been dealt towards our lawnmower. Miscellaneous gets a 5, and then he is stuffed up and ready to go. Let's see what we've got going on in our sinking funds. So that is the first little bit, the little spiel that happened with the lawnmower. Groceries, it gets 160, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. And then we are putting $20 in rollover. And we also have some money in here. This is fantastic to see. Groceries has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 25, 30. So $2.30 in groceries. So last Sunday we woke up getting ready to go to church, and I walked out into we kind of like walk out into a little hall area. You guys have seen the house and like the dining room. And I noticed, I was like, something looks funny. Like, my brain couldn't quite understand what was going on. Household gets 30 plus that 10 in rollover. So household has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. And then I heard this like loud, not a screeching noise, but it was like a huge shushing sound, if that makes sense. Pups gets a 20. And so then it hit me. I was like, oh, there's water everywhere. There's water literally everywhere. Pups has 100, 200 in our high yield, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 75. So 375. Dorothy and Samson have their appointments on the 11th, so that is good. So then I start walking around more, and when I say, y'all, there's water everywhere, there was water everywhere. The line behind our fridge that connects the ice maker to the water part of the wall, Pup's food gets 30, had busted in the middle of the night, and it was gushing water, like gushing water, like a fire hydrant, for God only knows how long. So puppy food has 20, 40, 50, 65, so $65 in puppy food. I freak out. I run. I get Scott up out of bed. I was like, bad things are happening. Bad things are happening. You have to come now. You have to get up. And he, that still sleepy kind of foggy brain. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? So he runs out, pulls out the fridge, cuts off the water, and then we start looking around, and it is in our living room. It is like underneath our stairs. Like, we have a little closet underneath our stairs. It's in the dining room. It's all over the kitchen. Like, there was water everywhere. So prescriptions has 10, 15, 20, 25. So he runs to Lowe's and buys a shop vac. We didn't have a shop vac so that we can, suck this water up. And so he comes home, we're sucking the water up. Over-the-counter meds is getting a 5. And we have 20, 25, 30, 35 and over-the-counter meds. I'm on my hands and knees, like, trying to go behind him with towels everywhere. Y'all, it was just an absolute show. It was crazy. Chiropractor is getting skipped. Us is getting a 5. Lots of things getting 5s today. Eating out is getting 5. And going out with friends is also getting 5, and that's all they have. Sam's is also starting fresh with a brand new sparkly 5. Hunting is getting 5, and we do have some money in hunting, so let's give this a count. In hunting, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and 5. Perfect. So that is how we spent last Sunday, was cleaning up all the water. Then the next 3 days we spent with the fans going, like, pointing in all different directions on the floors. So far, so good. Like, I'm still praying so hard about them, but we haven't seen any buckling. We haven't seen any damage anywhere. So we're hoping that we caught it in time. Birthdays is getting a 5, and in birthdays we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because, we've been in this house like less than 6 months, and it was just like, no. My dad mentioned something about wouldn't homeowners insurance cover it, and I'm sure, like, if anything does happen, it will. Car maintenance is actually getting $305 today. 1, 2, 3. This is where the money that I'm put from my professional development that I went to at the beginning of June, it has to go to car maintenance for tires. So car maintenance has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 20, 40, 50. So 550. That is perfect. I think I need about $100 more to be able to get my tires. So yes, it has been a wild ride. I also pulled money for the shop vac out of our emergency fund because if anything in an emergency, that felt like an emergency at the time. Medical is getting a 5. So yes, so sad to say, I think in our emergency fund now we have around $595. So it is not completely wiped out. Medical has 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 in medical. So 345, perfect. And then gas is getting this $50 rollover, and we have $110 in rollover gas. And let's take care of our ones and change. We just have $1 to put in our denomination bag this time, but that is something that's better than nothing. And we are going to be popping our change into our change bucket. I just want to say a big thank you to anyone that uses my links below in my description box or my Amazon storefront for anything. I just am so grateful and appreciative of you guys. I always get so excited when I get like a little notification that's like somebody used your referral link or, you know, anything like that. So I'm just very, very excited and thankful for that. In saying that, always remember that in my description box below, you guys, I have all of my favorite rewards apps that give me Amazon gift cards at the end of the year for Christmas. That's just what I choose, but you could get gift cards for really anywhere at this point. Also, I've got my Amazon storefront listed for all of my crafting, cash stuffing, anything that you could probably think of. I might have it on my Amazon storefront, and my Etsy shop is listed below. If there's anything there you want to look at, we do have an Etsy launch coming this Saturday, I believe. I'm switching up my dates a little bit just because things have been so crazy, and I'm trying to give myself a little bit more time to get everything printed and just right. So I'll have the video out on Thursday describing the Etsy launch, like what all is going to be hitting the shop on Saturday, and then we'll actually launch on Saturday. So lots of fun stuff happening. Moving on to our one annual, or we're just still stuffing body at this point. I will add in those others that I talked about soon, hopefully, if I can get my life together and remember to do that. But yes, so it has been a wild and crazy time over at the Little of It All household. Body now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So 142 out of 200. We are getting close. And please, guys, know I am not complaining at all, not one little bit. It is time for us to do savings challenges. I'm just like kind of updating you guys on what all has been happening in our lives. I am so thankful that we have a house that these things can happen in. I am not at all like trying to complain and moan or anything like that. I am so very grateful that I'm able to say these things to you in a house right now. Like this happened in our house, and it's all going to be totally okay. Just wanted to update you guys and let you know like what all the craziness has been going on that I've been talking about in my videos. Taylor gets a 5 and has 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I hope things have been going better y'all's way. Not that they have just been so terribly bad our way. It's just been a lot of weird, like crazy catastrophes happening. So I hope things have not been like that for y'all. Christmas is just getting a 10 this time. That's all the budget would allow. As you can probably notice, we're not stuffing. Normally we stuff a little bit more at the beginning of the month with our first check, but with all the craziness that has happened, we're not stuffing near as much, and that is totally okay. But Christmas has 100, 200, 300, and 20, 30, 40. So 340 we have saved up in Christmas. Extra payment gets $3. 1, 2, and 3. We have 120, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in extra payment. Refinance is getting 5. And refinance has 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, $202. I will need to pull that other 100 and put it in our high yield savings account so we can be getting interest on that money. Month ahead gets 5. Month ahead has 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. $71 in month ahead. Perfect. Vacation is getting 5. Again, like I said, lots of 5's been happening lately. I'm not mad about it. So vacation has 110, 11, 12, and 13. 113 in vacation. So I have got about 2 weeks left for summer break. Oh my goodness. House projects is getting 7. This summer has gone by so fast, which I knew that it would because, you know, our new schedule that we're kind of doing the new year-round thing, but it just still went by faster than I thought it did. Like, I thought by now I would be finished in the house and just kind of like doing like little odds and ends things here, which I mainly am, but we still have to build the Murphy bed in our guest room and just a couple other like little things like that. So I want to do that before I do our next little house tour, you know, like an updated house tour from the one that we did a couple months ago. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get that done soon and I can do another little house tour because I want to show you guys everything that we've done in the house. House projects has 100, 200, 300, and 15, 20, 21, 2, and 3. So 323 in house projects. Ink has nothing and is getting a 5. We are starting over fresh and new with ink. I had to get some more ink for my inkjet printer with all of the fun things that are coming out with our July Etsy launch. I hope you guys are so excited for it because it is going to be awesome. I'm so pumped. Okay, so we have a mix of placeholders in here. We've got a mix of prop money. It's a little of it all in our emergency fund right now. As soon as I hit $1,000 again, I will, you know, pull all of the placeholders and stuff like that and just put in one solid one. But to keep up with what is actually in our high yield savings account, I had to do a little bit of finagling. So in our high yield, we have 550, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 655, 660, 661, 2, 3, and 4. So 664 in our emergency fund now. We are going to be totally fine and back up to $1,000 in no time. It's just that stress of like, oh, I want to be there now. Okay, so let's scratch off and see what we've got for our next cash stuffing. This is what we are looking for. Taylor is getting another 5. Christmas is getting 10 again. Spooky Berry is going to be just getting the 1. This is our extra payment. Our spring savings challenge for our refinance envelope, we're doing 5. Month ahead is getting 5. Our vacation is going to be getting, we'll do 2 of the 2 stars for $4. Our house projects is going to be getting 3. Ink is going to be getting 9. If we can make it work, hopefully, fingers crossed. Emergency scratch to 15. I'm really going to try to make this happen because of all of the craziness and us having to pull from our emergency fund. So I really want to work on getting that built back up ASAP. However, you guys have known like the past couple of months our budget has been crazy, especially with summer. So we'll see what we can do. If we can't do the 15, we will do the 6. And that's what we're looking for our next cash stuffing. We have one more savings challenge that we need to do. That is our important dates box. So what we have going on in here, some finagling happened. So I ended up pulling our 4th of July envelopes to fund the money that we needed for the cookout with Mom and also to make the potato salad for Scott's family. You guys know that I had made the 4th of July gift basket that everyone loved, but she also asked me to bring potato salad. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pull that out of our grocery. We had already stuffed up our 4th of July envelopes and we're moving through our box pretty fast. So I felt confident in the fact that we would be able to get back to them before next year's 4th of July. So I did that. I pulled our 4th of July envelopes and then we had money left over. And instead of putting them back in the 4th of July envelopes, maybe like I should have, I just put them in our anniversary fund. So we only now have, I think, maybe 2 envelopes left in our anniversary savings challenge. Yes, and they're both 25. So I'm just going to put this on top and we'll probably work on stuff in this like 5s a little bit at a time. And then our anniversary is going to be taken care of. So is that cheating a little bit? Maybe, probably a little bit, but that's okay. That's what's working for us right now towards this time of the year. And now it is time to stuff our most important, and that is the bills. We use prop money, as you can see, to stuff our bills, and that's honestly because we're not 1 month ahead, guys. You know from me saying at the beginning of this video, savings this year has been a little bit slower than it was for us last year, so we have not been able to save up to be 1 month ahead. We're working on it. We'll get there. So until then, we just use prop money to stuff our bills. I like to be able to keep track this way. It also helps me to be honest and open with you guys about our bills and how much that we're paying for each thing. So first of all, we're starting with our tithe. We're doing $2.70 in tithe, so $2.50 and $70. This is our first of the month tithe. And I did remember to take my real money from side hustles to church this morning, so that is awesome. Mortgage gets $9.25, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then a 20 and 5. Also a fun thing, you know, from just unpacking boxes and looking through stuff that I haven't seen in almost 2 years, I found a whole bunch of coins, just like random cool coins from different places, different countries. So I popped them here in this little neat little container that I found. If you guys want me to do like a video, or just like at the end of one of our shorter videos go through and like show you the coins that I have, I would love to do that. I'm obsessed with stuff like this, so just let me know. I thought that was fun to just kind of add into our videos. Electricity gets 200. I have so many videos to catch up on. I thought that it was going to be easier during the summer. Water gets a 50 to like stay up to date and watch everyone's videos, but it's honestly harder for me. Gas gets 35, 20, 30, and 5 because I just kind of get focused in on working on Etsy stuff and editing videos, and it's hard for me to pay attention and do that stuff as well. So a lot of times what I've just started doing, trash gets 15, is I'll just be like, hey, I'm here watching, and like let the video play through and like tune in and like focus when I can. I promise those comments and those things, they mean that like I'm still there and I'm engaging and I'm listening, just not as actively as I would be able to if, you know, I was just, you know, focused and either putting on my makeup or just getting ready, because that's when I can really focus in on videos. Internet gets 85, 50, 70, 85. So I know you've probably seen an increase of those comments from me lately, and I just don't want y'all to think that it's not that I'm not engaging and I'm not watching. I promise I am. It's just, oh, there's not enough time. There's never enough time, is there? Canva gets 13, so 10, 11, 12, and 13. Perfect. I'm supposed to be going to lunch with a friend tomorrow. We're going to try a new restaurant, and I'm really excited about that. Storage units gets 55, so I'm very thankful that I have money in my wallet and don't have to worry about that. Also, all Etsy orders are going out tomorrow, and I'm just so thankful and grateful for you guys and the 4th of July sale that we had. Puppy Pills gets 122. You guys just support me so much, and I don't really think I deserve it, but I'm just very, very grateful. Okay, and then we're flipping on over to the back, and credit card got 275. So 100, 250, 70, and 5. And you guys, we did it. This was a ramble video for sure. I just feel like I had so much to catch you guys up on and tell you about. Thank you guys so much for being here and caring and listening to my nonsense all the time. I'm just very, very thankful and grateful for your support and your kindness and your love that you guys show me. You guys know I think y'all just hung the moon. Y'all are wonderful and fantastic. Don't give up doing great things, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.